Welcome to IEEE Project 2013 development. The project title is Multi-Level Security in UNP Networks for Pervasive Environment. This paper developed by the Star Technology and implemented core technologies are uh, Java and MySQL and Android also. Next we will see brief explanation about this paper. This paper, look at this paper. The title is Multi-Level Security and UPnP Networks. That means Universal Plug and Play Network. That is for the pervasive environment. We are using pervasive environment, so software and hardware interaction also must be involved in a pervasive environments. So UNP, that means Universal Plug and Play Networks, mostly that means worldwide used for home automation and office automation tool development using this network. Here mainly this paper focus on UNP network is implemented to the multi-level security. Next I read about your abstract. So this paper mainly focused on user level authentication. That means multi-level user authentication for a pervasive ANP service. So here provides the flexible security approach for the approach of this network. Here using the seamless security level negotiation protocols. That means identify the unauthorized persons, because here using UNP networks to server create the session authentication also, and here using the RSA based network RSA based security also. Our index term is this paper. Here the index term is mobile computing, because here using the mobile is as a mobile mainly is for the control point. Security here uses the server and user based security, and authentication like that user level identification, and authorization is made. Authorization index term means verify the authentication. That means if it's a correct user or unauthorized user, that is authorized by the verify the account and reliability and trustworthiness for this network access. And universal plug and play, this is the automation network. That means worldwide used for the home automation, like home automation and office automation networking. For example, universal plug and play is, for example, mobile to control the all devices of a home network, because mobile to control the refrigerator and printers and computers and some other electronic device. That means some other embedded device you can control the on mobile to on control point. That is used by the our mobile. That is the universal plug and play networks. Universal plug and play networks construct were two network involvement. One is the internet, another one is the intranet. Here we get a UNP network as a number of that means UNP network is a collection of interconnected computers you can get, and implement our application to authenticate and authorize the user to provide the device oriented service. That is we are implemented in this application. Here given on architecture is there is the basic communication. This architecture, look here, this figure is the basic communication scheme of the universal plug and play network. This is the media server, and this is the media renderer, and this is the control point. Here using the control point is a mobile, yes, a media server. Here this is the old existing architecture of the UPnP. That is this figure says only control point directly discovered to the internet. and and command passing through internet to media server, and the media server requesting the media refender, and media refender respond to the media server again notify the control point, and at the same time control point notify the media refender, and both are verified, and after that device is discovered to display the network, specify the URL, corresponding URL, audio and video, some performance commands also. This is a existing technology, but here will be easily malicious attacker come. That means misbehaved here this network. So here this architecture based UPnP easily come to the malicious and attacker also. So you can change the new and new network. That means a new architecture for this network. You can change the network to avoid this malicious and unauthorized person involvement and attacker behaviors also. This network alternate change for this sphere. Look at this sphere. That is UNP. UP communication, user-based communication also. This is our control point, and this is our media server, this is our media refender, and additionally you can provide the user profile server, because it is only for the authentication purpose. That means security purpose you can easily for the profile server. So control point direct communicate with the network and user profile server and media refender, not communicate the media renderer, because every step you can verify the authentication profile also. First look at here, control point here control point to access the all devices. That means control point mainly focus mainly passing through commands only, and first you can create the user registration for the main server, and after that you can log into the control point for passing your like that username password also, password to the profile server. Profile server authorization means session authentication and user authentication, verify the proposed server and return to the media server, and also control point also. If it is your authentication matched, return to the verify user, you can go to the next step, otherwise you cannot, your authentication will be blocked. Next, if you valid user, again send to the verification, go to the internet based. That means here using the SMS based services for the verify the authentication also. And the next media refender, if it is valid user means you can uh, look here, mobile, that is a control point device connected to the network, and the network is a discovery for the discovery from the control point, and the device also connected to the network. Here using the profile server, that means user profile server. User profile server is used for the verification, that means authenticate and authorization for the user. So first here user profile server, and then a media server also connected to the control point. So user profile server authentication to them user profile ID from the control point, and return the verified result return to the control point. After that, if it is a valid user means you can provide the commands, that means control commands to the automation tool commands to the pass through the profile server. That is the fifth one. And the fifth one, media server request to the media renderer, and the media renderer responds to the media server. That means streaming. So here is here this is the unplugged and user profile communication system. This is the home automation tool for the new architecture. Uh, in our paper said that user profile server introduces a username, that means universal plug and play device profile, that is a UNP. So implementation is a simultaneously provide the control point. That is, if it is a valid user, you can produce the device command, that is embedded device command. You can passing through the all device to simultaneously passing through the all commands to the each and every separate devices to you can access the device oriented. Yeah, device oriented command. First, you can enable the user. That means UPnP services that enable the user to authenticate and authorization. It's the first process for the initial step and store the authorization policy. That means user information will be stored the local network. Network server, that is the user profile server connected to the intranet based services. And next, on user enter, that means if it is a valid user, you can log it into the EPS server, that means user profile server. Verify the user authentication session for the every commands, that means control points, that is a useful customized service for the user based service, that is multimedia recommendation and air conditioner temperature among others also. Here we implemented and system control based services to the user interest services, that is you can access that means control point to access the user profile based service, means that is control the system service shutdown and login and reset also. Next, on user access service, that means log out from the user profile service, for instance to update the new sessions. So next user come to the another control point to access the embedded device based on automation tool, universal plug and play policies. If it is, you can log out the on exit user, another user will come. You can change the profiles to the intranet and simultaneously pass to the data from the particular users. So if it is every basis, verify the user profile and commands also. This paper implemented using the web services based applications, that is every cost to verify the services based, that means authentication, and that means user profile services verification to the passing the request to the SOAP based, that means simple object access protocol based access the networks. In our implement in our experiments, this paper, considering the UPnP accidents require additional UNP requests for the user authentication and authorization and profile sharing. It discusses the amount required of mandatory extra. Conclusion of this paper is UPnP technologies enable the user create the new device profile server, that is the new device profile, that is called as the profile servers. So easily for them, this server is for the multi-level security architecture. That's security based concerns in different layers. So next next in this paper, implement the Pervasive environment to access the automation tool, that is control point to access the one or more devices based on the user profile servers. And this is authorization attributes based access control developed prototype as a web services based applications, and here implemented security access control policies and respective rules association for that UNP UPnP networks. This is our conclusion of this paper. Here we implemented future on